Here are my F1 2024 season predictions. Let's start at the back with Haas. Yes, I think Haas are going to do the worst this season. Their team principal, who I can't even remember the name of, said that they would do really bad this season, said the car was basically no good. So Haas, I'm sorry, you've been really bad over the last couple of seasons. You've been in the back markers. You're still going to be in the back markers. But don't worry, I have two other teams joining you, Haas. I also think Aston Martin aren't going to do very well this season because they started 2023 on such a high, getting podiums, and then they just dropped off. And I think that will continue into 2024. Yes, there is a chance that they'll get back up, but at the start of the season, I just think their trajectory will keep going down and will stay down with the back markers. And joining the back markers is Alpine. This team deserve to be worse. They deserve to be at the back markers if they're going to go and show us a livery that is basically black with a few blue and pink stripes. It's just not a good livery. And would I want to see that on the podium? Or a team that actually has a bit of colour on their car, like RB. And speaking of RB, it's time to move up to the midfield, as I think RB will be next. I don't think they're going to have outstanding performances, but they're not going to be a disappointment. They're not going to do awfully. And that livery is just so good, I really wanted to see them get into the points on a regular basis. Next up, it is the team that keeps changing their name. Is it Steak F1 team, Sauber F1 team, Kick F1 team, Steak Kick Formula 1 Sauber team? I don't know, but I think they're also going to be in the midfield. I do really like the green livery, and before I get carried away with the liveries, I'm going to create a video once all of the liveries have been released, explaining my top liveries, basically do a little bit of a tier list. But on to predictions. Yes, Kick Sauber, and I think they can improve. Basically, just fight in the midfield, get in there, all will be good. Mercedes is going to be fighting at the top of the midfield. I think they are a good team with experience, but they are dropping off over the last couple of years, and I think, just like Aston Martin, that will continue. But they are fighting at the top end of the midfield, so that is at least something to be excited about. But what about Williams, I hear you ask? Well, it is my wild card pick. Can they finally get things sorted and actually succeed? Well, we're going to see this season, and I think they can. I think it's been too long them being at the back, and it's finally time for them to come up to the midfield, fight with Mercedes, fight with Kick, Steak, Sauber team thingy-majig, fight with RB, and get some decent points. And your championship contenders are McLaren and Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari, I am so hopeful they will do well this year. They were the only other team to win a race last year, with Carlos Sainz at Singapore, who's leaving the team at the end of the year. But I am hopeful they will do well and they can get stuck in and get more wins. They can actually do good this year if they just focus, if they just do good. Just do good! That is what I'm going to say. Ferrari can do good if they just do good. But moving on to McLaren. Their progress in 2023 was really good. They had some podiums in sprint races, and I really do like that livery. I know I wasn't going to mention liveries, but that livery is so good. I want to see it on a podium. I want to see it pull in next to that P2, P3, P1 marker. Lando Norris or Oscar Piastri stepping out, going onto the podium and drinking some champagne. I want them to do well. Which leaves our constructors champion, Red Bull. Yes, they are going to do the best in terms of teams because they've had success, and that success is going to continue. I think this success might even continue until 2026 when the new regulation changes come in. I think it's because of the person who's going to win the Drivers' Championship, which is why Red Bull will be the constructors. Cause, ladies and gentlemen, the Drivers' Champion of 2024 will be Max Verstappen. No surprises there. He was dominant in 2023. He was really good. He basically won every single race apart from the one I mentioned earlier. He's unstoppable. He's the driver's champion. Don't forget to tell me your predictions in the comments below, or put something mean and nasty saying how wrong I am. One is more preferable. You figure it out. Anyway, thank you very much.